Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so excited to have you here today. Let's go ahead and dive into your reading. Let's see, what do we have for Pisces? For Pisces, please. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I'm very happy to have you here. Guys, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. We're not trying to make things fit here. We're listening to our own intuition. If it sounds like it's confirming something that you already know, then it's probably yours. If it doesn't feel that way, then it's probably not. All right, and it's fine if parts of it resonate and parts of it don't. These are general readings. All right, for Pisces, All right, Pisces. Whoa, divine love. You guys definitely have love coming in. Wow. Wow. Okay. Pisces. Okay. Pisces. Wow. Pisces, I feel this energy of spending some time getting your own mental space right here, where it's like, you know, it says literally, this is happening for me, not to me. This is such a profound thing. When we stop looking at life as something that's happening to us, and we start thinking about it as something that's happening for us, for our greater good, for our advancement, for our enlightenment, for our growth. And, you know, I literally was just listening to Eckhart Tolle talk about this, and I feel like this energy has come up in my meditations. It came up in a recent Leo reading. It's coming up here. You know, suffering is an inherent part of life. It's how we view it that is our opportunity to detach from the energy of suffering, or to not view it in a way as something to be avoided. Because if like every spirituality pretty much talks about suffering, and, you know, offers ways of handling it, because it's an inevitability of life. It's part of being a spiritual being, having a human experience. We cannot avoid suffering. And yet, as a human, that's what we're trying to do constantly. We're either running after something that we want, or we're running away from something that we don't want. And what we don't want is suffering. It is always tied to suffering. And so when we stop looking at suffering as something that has to be avoided at all costs, but we start looking at it as how we can look at life so that the suffering is much less about the discomfort or the dis-ease of suffering, but is an opportunity, you know, for our own growth and for our own advancement. Then we can start accepting life as it comes, and we don't feel like we have to control it, or that we have to force it, or that we have to cling to anything. Because as it comes, it comes. As it goes, it goes. And all of it is happening for me instead of to me. And so there's almost this energy of, you know, not knowing what's coming. You know, we don't know what's in this gift. It's wrapped up and tied with a bow. We don't know. But you see, it is a gift. And with the yellow butterflies all around it, it's like we have reprogrammed ourselves. We are thinking about life and looking at life in a different way. We're looking at whatever it is as a gift. And when you're always focused on the gift, what is in the gift, what is the gift of this moment, of this present moment, you will always find it. And then when there's a gift in everything, it is happening for you, not to you. And this offers peace. It offers resilience. It offers calm in every storm, because we're not fighting against what's happening to us. We're accepting it as it comes, knowing that it is serving a greater purpose for us, and that it's not happening to us, and we don't need to take it personally. Suffering is the space between what we want to happen and what is really happening. And when we exist in that space of I'm not getting what I want, or what the outcome I want isn't happening, or my expectation is here and what's happening is over here, and so I'm suffering because what I want, I'm not getting what I want. It's not the way it should look, or the way I want it to look, or the way, you know what I mean? Whatever it is that you're saying or putting on it, you know, we don't feel at peace. We can't feel calm. We feel victimized. We feel hurt. We feel tossed about. We feel small. We feel insignificant. We feel like things are not in our control. Things are not in our control. Things will never be in our control. We are a tiny grain of sand on a planet that is going around and around, traveling around a sun in a giant universe that is one of many universes. Like, we're not in control. We are way too small a thing to have control. When we come to a place of peace like that, with that knowledge, and we know that the only control we have is over ourselves and the way we're viewing things and the way we're seeing things. And notice the crown and the ring of enlightenment here on this card. When we can stay centered in ourselves and centered in this energy of finding the gift in everything that happens, we are at our strongest point. We are our own pillar of consciousness. We are our own thing that is capable and limitless to embrace everything that life has to offer us. And no matter what it is, we are the alchemist. We can transform anything that life throws at us into anything we want it to be. We have that power. It's just that we don't embrace it, and we don't look at life that way sometimes, because we're so afraid of suffering, and we're so afraid of not getting what we want. Well, when we reframe it and we find this place of peace, guess what comes? Abundance comes. And part of it is the way we're seeing everything. When you see everything as a gift, if you get a lot of gifts, don't you feel abundant? If on Christmas morning you walk out and your whole tree is surrounded in presents, don't you feel abundant? Don't you feel like your cup's running over? Well, it's the same thing with life. If you look at everything like a gift, then you look at life as an abundant and beautiful and never-ending space of giving and of receiving, and of gratitude. And when you are in that energy, everything comes to you. And it seems here, this transformation, see the butterflies? The transformation in the way of thinking, it's taking time to bring about what it is that you really want. You have divine love and divine abundance. So a very rich life full of the things that make you feel abundant, that make you feel like, wow, yeah, this is actually happening for me. Oh, wow, yeah, this is working out for me quite nicely. All right, and it says, when you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin to have a love affair with spirit. That's so true. Instead of saying, I want this to happen, I need this, I need that, da da da. When you start going, wow, I'm loving life. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for this miracle. I'm grateful for this gift. I'm grateful for this lesson. I'm grateful for this. And you start, detaching from any kind of outcome, really detaching from everything, because attachment is the root of all suffering. Attachment to outcomes, attachment to like everything, because we live in a place where everything is in a constant state of change. So when you get attached to something, it is impermanent. It will not always exist. It will not always be there. All right, let's go. For Pisces. Wow. You're beginning a new cycle. Wow, you're stepping into your power. The true power in being human comes from realizing that you're human, and that, you know, that that the way we look at things and our perspective is the thing that gives us our strength. We're a lot less afraid to take a risk if we know that the experience is the thing that's worth it, that makes it worth it. You know, we're afraid to take risks when we're afraid to fail. But when you see the thing as, regardless of whether I win or lose, having the experience will make it worth it for me to have done it. I will learn, I will grow, I will evolve as a person in having taken the chance. Then it doesn't matter if you win or lose, and you're much more likely to do something. You know, you're much more likely to go for what you really want in life, instead of being afraid, well, what if I go for it and I don't succeed? What if I look like an idiot? You don't care what you look like because you don't care what other people think, because it doesn't matter to you what other people think. You're in the arena. They're in the stands watching you. Who cares? If you're not brave enough to get in the arena and take a risk, then who cares what you think? Of course, we can all sit in the peanut gallery and judge each other. But, like, I don't have respect for people that sit in the peanut gallery and play life safe. Like, I don't, you know, it's like, okay, you know, that's great for you. If that's the type of life you want to lead, I'm not going to interfere with that. But at the same time, don't tread on me. You know, like, if you judge me, I'm taking it as, you know, you're someone that isn't brave enough to get in here with me and do this thing. And so, that's where I'm putting your comment and your opinion. It's a reflection of you and, you know, your own fear of failure, which is keeping you out of the arena. All right, I don't know why I'm going off on that, but maybe someone needed to hear it. So we have this sanctity card and this finding sanctuary card, and it says opening to your spiritual source. And this is when we truly accept the ebb and flow in life, and we truly accept that, you know, everything that is happening for us, and that our challenge isn't us versus life. Our challenge is us versus us, and our own way of thinking and interpreting and perceiving things and taking things on. You know, life is going to happen no matter what. It was happening before you got here. It's going to happen after you leave here. It's life is doing its thing. And it's going to continue to do its thing. And we can't stop it from doing its thing, and we can't control its thing. You know, all we can do is control our interaction with it and the way we go about it for ourselves. And so there is this energy of finding clarity in this space of, you know, if I win or if I lose, it's all happened for me anyway. You know what I mean? The message, the lesson, the growth, the enlightenment, the whatever that's coming from whatever outcome I get is going to be worth it. There is something here about stepping into bravery. There's a lot of empowerment in this energy of, you know, no longer being afraid of that which we cannot control, and that bringing our dreams much closer to us. There's a real butterfly thing happening here. You got a butterfly here too. There is something that has really transformed in your way of thinking or your way of looking at things that is bringing your dreams much closer to you. And it's also allowing you to kind of step into your true power and really allow yourself to shine here. It's bringing about a new beginning, and it's a new beginning you're prepared for. It says you are strong beyond measure, stepping into power here. And this is reminding me of someone who, like, this is like the hermit energy with this lantern. It's like, I know what I want. I know what I'm looking for. I'm going to know it when I see it, and it's coming. The opportunity is coming. There's something here. There's like these eggs in this basket. There's some kind of new beginning that's coming in that is really great. And it is a reflection on the outside of some kind of transformation that has taken place on the inside. Wow, Pisces. Pisces. Oh my. All right. I got to put my glasses on with these cards. Ay, ay, ay. So you're getting lost in translation, unsent messages, someone plays dumb, a big misunderstanding, regretful words, two people not on the same page. Okay. You're getting passionate purpose, someone following dreams, work before love, consumed by career, someone finds this attractive, needs work-life balance, unavailable lover. Okay. I am feeling something didn't work out for you in the past, or there's something here where there were things left unsaid. It felt incomplete. And it's like whenever we have something incomplete in life, like even if you feel you're in a relationship and it doesn't reach the potential that you see was possible for it can feel like this undone thing. And when we have an undone thing, our mind keeps returning to it. Like, tax season just happened, right? And, it's like until I know that my taxes are done and I've signed it and whatever, I sit here and go, oh, I got to get my taxes done. I got to get my taxes done. I'll be drifting off to sleep and I'll be like, your taxes, you forgot to drop them off. You know what I mean? It's something that just comes up all the time, and it reminds you. And so when you have this relationship and it doesn't reach the vision that you had for it, or it's like there's just some part of you that deeply knows that it could have been so much more than what it ended up being, or whatever. It's like your mind can keep coming back around to it. For some of you, I feel like you have someone, there's some kind of energetic open cord here where it's like you may have someone who, really wanted to reach out to you, or there was a lot of thinking going on here, or it could have even been where someone was writing texts and then canceling the text and whatever. However it was like you had to take your focus off of it, because focusing on it wasn't helping. It was draining. It was exhausting. It just wasn't helping you. And I see this passionate purpose card here as you putting your attention where it's going to matter, where your investment is going to pay off. It's like this, paying attention to this and putting all our focus here on what never happened, or what was unrealized potential, or feeling the feeling of someone wanting to reach out to you or getting very close to reaching out to you and then not doing it. It's not helpful. It's not taking you anywhere. It's not in your highest and best interest with this passionate purpose. So it's like, let me focus on the things that are within my control, the things that I can just take care of, and let me try to tune that out. And I feel like tuning it out helped, because I feel like, and also I think the experience of having it happen helped, because I think, our mind is like a puppy. We have to train it. And I feel like this is something that brought this up for you, to where you are learning to train your mind. Okay. So then you have class act, taking care of oneself, treating others with respect, not lowering one's standards, sophisticated style, maturity, timeless fashion. I feel like Pisces, you turned your focus to taking care of yourself. And, you know that you did your best. You treated the other person with respect. You did everything you could. And sometimes you just have to quiet yourself or calm yourself with that knowledge. Like, there wasn't much you could have done differently. You may have given too much to the situation, in which case it was draining and you couldn't continue to do that. So you needed to take your energy back and give more to yourself and focus more on yourself again. But either way, what this is doing is elevating you, putting your focus on the things that you can't control and the things that are in front of you. It is elevating you. You also have independent spirit, hardworking and self-reliant, needs a strong partner, alone but not lonely, doesn't easily fall in love, a faithful lover, dependable and down to earth. Yeah, Pisces, I feel like, you can be intimidating to other people, because you do have this kind of sense of who you are that I think is a little bit different than other signs. You do have a reputation for being a free spirit, and for, I saw something here about fashion in one of these cards. For your own self-expression, you typically have a creative side to you, or inventive or a, doing things a little bit differently, or, and I don't mean that in a, you know, like in any kind of judgmental way. I mean that in a way of it can be very inspiring to other people, because you see what isn't there. You see the unseen a lot. You're in the ethers a lot more than other people. You can look at things from a much higher perspective. You are able to break free of spaces that other signs get really stuck in. And so there's just this energy of not everyone is going to be for you, because not everyone can sort of match your energy or match your, I almost said fieriness, which is kind of funny because you're a water sign, but I don't know, but what I'm getting is when you know it, you know it. When you see it, you know it. When you find it, you know it. It's like you're able to hone in on the people that are capable of meeting you where you are. Not to say that you don't fall for people who aren't, thinking that you can teach them, but when you see someone that matches you, you know it. And they may be an independent spirit. They may also be creative. They may also be someone who kind of marches to the beat of their own drummer, or has the capacity to. On the bottom of the deck, you have this honeymoon phase. So I definitely feel like you have someone coming in that is able to match your energy. And it says, in love and blissful, honeymoon trips, an affectionate lover, the world around us fades, spending quality time, bright future ahead. There is someone coming in where you do have a lot of potential. For some of you, this could be a past person where finally there is a deepening of a level of commitment here, or there is some kind of opportunity to take it somewhere where it has not been before. All right. All right, Pisces, you're getting the King of Swords with the King. I asked, what's going on here? We have the King of Swords and the King of Coins with the 10 of Wands. All right, I'm going to clarify each of these kings. What is the King of Swords? What is the King of Coins? All right, Pisces, my initial feeling is two different relationships or two different people coming in here. What is the King of Swords? Wow. Okay. What is the King of Coins? Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay. So the Seven of Cups can be a card of Pisces. All right. So at first I thought maybe you had two different people coming in here. And what I see here now is that for some of you, this is someone who is coming back around from the past who at first may not have necessarily had the courage to step up into what this relationship was asking them for, which is maybe When I saw this particular strength card, it gave me the feeling of being in the arena. They didn't have the courage to go in the arena because I had that whole conversation with you that was like a little off track in the beginning, but I always think that there's a reason for those conversations. When I saw this card, I was like, oh, they're not willing to go in the arena. So the King of Swords, this is someone who emotionally does not want to step into the arena. There's someone who wants to sit back and talk about it. They talk a good game. They, there's almost this feeling of, I know what I'm talking about, or I'm looking at it. It can even be someone who self-diagnoses, or, they're just sort of like, I have a hard time with my emotions, so I sort of avoid them, but I have a good reason for it. Well, okay, maybe you have a good reason for it, but let me tell you ultimately what that is letting your past and the experiences of your past dictate to you how your present and your future. And so this feels like someone who, it's like they want to kind of talk about it, or they want to sort of even like excuse why they can't get in touch with their emotions, where really this comes down, it's a question of courage. It's a question of bravery. It's a question of having the strength to overcome what you have experienced that took you out of the space where you were able to have emotion. For some people, this may have happened very early on in their life, but we are born with the capacity to access our emotions. We cry when we're scared. We cry, when you're a baby, you cry when you're scared. You cry when you need something. You cry when you feel abandoned. You cry, when all of these things happen. Those are feelings that generate those tears, right? And so at some point, something caused you to shut down, and you did not have the courage to face it, or you have not found, the courage to like go in the arena and sort of work it out and figure it out and be brave in life. All right. So this soulmate card is talking about renew and adventure, a return of passions and play. Community is healing. Laughter, travel, and new things can re-spark your love life. So there is something here where it says community is healing. This person, maybe going through some kind of healing process, or maybe surrounded by people, or it may even be, Pisces, the introduction of your energy into this person's life that turned them on to there being something worth healing for, something worth going into the arena for, something worth being brave about. This person may be coming back around. Okay, now with the King of Pentacles, I feel this, you have that divine abundance card here, right? And now you have the King of Pentacles. Pisces, this is, I feel like, possibly your energy. We have that Seven of Cups coming out sideways. This energy came up for Leo, I think yesterday in their reading. It's an energy of what I'm picking up on from this is where we aren't trying to predict or get attached to a fantasy. We are open to the universe surprising us. We are open to the idea that whatever the universe brings in, it is that gift, right? It is something of value. And with the Ten of Wands coming out here and the Ten of Wands on the bottom of the deck, this is for both people an exercise in releasing past burdens, releasing, it's like Rumi said, seek not love, seek instead the barriers in which you have built against it. And with the acceptance here, it says accepting yourself and others as they are liberates patterns and resistance open to flow, which is exactly what we were talking about with all of those oracle cards. It's about accepting the ebb and flow of life, not trying to resist suffering, not trying to run away from something, not creating conflict between what is and what we want it to be, but instead accepting it just the way that it is and not trying to force or control it, but accepting it as the gift that it is and that it is happening for me, not to me. And once we do this, we can let go of that barrier that we've built to protect ourselves from suffering, from heartbreak, from opening up to people. The King of Pentacles is a very solid and stable energy. He's not afraid to take a risk because he believes in himself. He knows his own strength. He knows his own stability. He knows that he has figured out abundance and how to tap into abundance. And there's a strength in that. Like, okay, if I risk it for the biscuit, it's all right. I'm gonna recover. And the worst thing happens, it's okay. I could lose it all and make it all back in a day. I have that capacity. I'm limitless. I know my own strength. I know my own power. I know that I have tapped into a way of thinking that walks me through the difficulty of life to the other side, so that I accept that there are going to be things that work out and things that don't work out. I accept automatically that not everything is meant to work out. But instead of fearing the things that won't work out, I take them on. Or, like when I say that, I'm not saying, oh, if you walk into a room and you know a relationship isn't going to work out, or you know that someone's telling you bold-faced lies or is a narcissist or whatever, go for it anyway, because the experience will be worth it. No. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if this is something that moves you, if this is something that where you're like, yeah, this is worth it. This may be the universe surprising me. This may be my pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And if it's not, then guess what? I'm strong enough to overcome it. I'm strong enough to survive it. I'm strong enough to deal with it. And you have lessons of Uranus. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but I did publish on the community page a video about the conjunction between Jupiter and Uranus that's happening right now until I think May 6th or something. I don't know. I'm not an astrologer, but I did post a video made by an astrologer on the community page if you're interested. It's a lot. I felt this energy, and it has to do with abundance here. Around Pisces, I feel it around your energy when I'm meditating. I feel it around the energy of your readings as I'm reading them. It's this little, I don't want to even call it little, but it's definitely there. It's definitely in your aura. There's definitely something there for you to take or to open up to receive. And so anyway, I'm just going to read this card. It says, radical attraction and sexual pull come with inconsistency and detachment. A theme of freedom or commitment. No expectations are the best expectations to have. This isn't like I have no standards and blah, blah, blah. But this is, I sort of am opening myself up to abundance in all forms, or how do I want to say this? Knowing the things that are worth the risk and the things that aren't, and trusting myself completely on it, and trusting that that if I take a risk, I will survive it. I have the strength and the stability on my own to always find the gift. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck, you have the Devil, and underneath that, you have the Eight of Pentacles. This is something where it's like something that has kept you stuck, and this is not just you. When I say you, I mean you plural. That may have kept you stuck in the past. that you've done work, and probably both of you have done some kind of work here to free yourself or to liberate yourself from something that was preventing you from opening up to this experience at one point. Okay. Wow. So I did what is on this person's mind about Pisces, and we get the Three of Coins, the Hierophant, and the World card. This is beautiful. This is like really beautiful. This is like, okay. Pisces is, and okay, so for some of you, this is like a past person who I think wasn't really brave in the past to really take some kind of chance here, or to like really show up in a space where they could actually fully participate in a relationship. And for some of you, this is someone who is overcoming their own past burdens so that they're like a phoenix rising. They're finally bringing themselves to a place also mentally where they can get in the arena and really go for it in a relationship just the same as you are. With the Three of Coins and the Hierophant, this person has on their mind what they're looking for is they're looking for someone, and they may feel that they have identified this in you if you've already met this person, or if you already know this person, or if this is a past person coming back, to where they know, or they're looking for someone that they can share a vision with, someone that they can share a plan with, and someone who is going to collaborate. They're going to put the work and the effort in that is necessary to build a strong foundation that can be built upon in a meaningful way that stands the test of time. And with the Hierophant, this person is looking for a commitment. This person is also looking for someone who has a certain level of enlightenment and a certain level of understanding and has met themselves deeply and is ready to meet someone else deeply. This person is looking to close out a cycle in their life where I feel like they were unable to tap into their emotions. They were not able to find the confidence or the courage to be vulnerable. And I feel like this person, they're understanding what it's going to take for them to have what they want. And they're looking for the person, or they know that it's you, Pisces, to where it's like they're not looking anymore, to where they are sure that they are closing out a cycle where they didn't feel safe to be vulnerable or to really have emotions for someone, or kind of exist in an emotional connection safely. So they're closing out their own cycle here, and it is a big one. What is in their heart space? Wow. Wow. Oh my God. They're walking away from anything that is going to hold them back from the Ten of Cups. See, I feel with this Eight of Cups, Nine of Swords energy, they too have had experiences where they've invested or they've tried to invest emotionally, and ultimately they've had to walk away before they've reached emotional contentment with another person. It has ended. It has left them unsatisfied. It has never panned out for them. It's been one lesson after another. And it's kind of played to their fear. It sort of justified them staying in this position where they were emotionally unavailable. But I think they're also realizing without vulnerability, you cannot reach emotional contentment with another person. You have to risk emotional vulnerability in order to have the type of depth that creates true emotional contentment with another person. And so they may be realizing the ways in which their own fear and their own sort of like mental space didn't allow them the ability to fully open to love in the past, and to where they walked away before they got that emotional contentment. And, you know, especially if this is a past person, I feel that. So now it's like they're having to walk away from this, allowing this mental chatter and this fear to overtake them and create this space where they walk away before they get to the good stuff in a relationship, in order to have what they truly want in their heart space, which is, you know, that feeling of home in another person. I'm going to put on my glasses and see what these say. All right. You've got the 5 of coins. So confusing because she has an 8 on her shirt. No, this, let me see. You guys. 2 of coins. All right. So the 8 is on her shirt. So interesting. Okay. The 2 of coins in reverse. All right, which for me is this question between love and fear. All choices boil down to the choice between love and fear. We can see where somebody's at by the choices that they make. Are they in a space where, you know, they believe that the universe is a good and plentiful place, or are they coming from a space of lack and scarcity? It shows up in every decision they make. You have the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Coins, the Star card, and the Ace of Wands. This person's intentions are to go for it. They do not want, this isn't a question anymore of love and fear. This person is choosing to be brave. With the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Coins, this is someone who is attracting through frequency. The 6s are where we're making harmony, where we're unifying, like attracts like, okay? And with the 6s, that's what they're talking about, coming into union and harmony with like energy, like frequency. And so with the 6 of Cups and the 6 of Coins, this is, you know, something that is a soulmate relationship where there is an equal give and take, where someone is able to match what I give, they give back. And it's a very balanced situation that is based on these real enduring feelings of nostalgia and love. With the Star card, this is my wish fulfillment. My intention is to finally have what I want. My intention is to act through a space of hope and optimism, and through the work that I have done healing, and for all of my decisions and choices, including my frequency, to match this space of resonating and being on the frequential level of my dreams rather than my fears, and having it show across the board. With the Ace of Wands, it's because now I know what I want, and I know that when it's presented to me, I'm going to grab it. I'm going to take hold of it. I'm not going to let it go. All right, so what actions might this person take? All right. We have Temperance in reverse, the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Queen of Cups upright, and Temptation in reverse, 15, the Devil card. All right, so let me clarify both the Tower and the Devil here real quick. Wow, didn't we have the didn't we have the wow. The Devil upright. Oh yeah, it was on the bottom of this deck. Okay. Right. So this was what was keeping us stuck. This was what was keeping us from being able to like open up to the flow of the universe without trying to resist suffering. When we try to resist suffering, we are putting up a block that takes us out of the arena. We're putting up a block that takes us away from also what we want. When we put up blockades in our life to protect ourselves, we're also preventing flow. We're creating blockages. So in order to fully open to the flow of life and to the flow of abundance and to open to the flow of what is possible and what we want, we have to take down the blockade that we put up to protect us from what we don't want. We have to be open to all things. You know, I'm not saying open ourselves up to people who are going to take advantage of us and hurt us and create and you know, whatever. I'm not saying that, but we also don't have to build a wall. We can just walk away from those energies. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to just be like, I don't want any suffering. I don't ever want to feel heartbreak. I can't handle it. I need to protect myself. I'm going to put up 9 wands all around me, or 8 swords all around me, or 2 swords, or you know what I'm saying? And create stagnancy in my life. That's what all of those energies create, stagnancy, self-entrapment. Okay, and so we're breaking free of that. So we have, because why? Because what that opens us up to is regret and shame and guilt that we didn't go for it in life. And that is a lower vibrational energy that sinks us to the bottom vibrationally and frequentially. That is hard to live with us. All right. So if someone doesn't treat you right, shame on them. But if you are so afraid to suffer that you prevent yourself from the flow of life and the beautiful God-given experience that you are available to have in this moment, shame on you in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, take it in stride in how it resonates, right? But right, okay? And we do this in all kinds of ways. We trick ourselves so much mentally. Our brains are so brilliantly smart and powerful. And instead of using them for good, oftentimes we have this default setting that is really programmed so much by society and so much by our parents and our experiences and, you know, all these things. It's like, you know, Albert Einstein says, like, we're always on this journey back to our default setting of when we were a baby, you know, when we could feel, when it was just about having our primary needs taken care of and the experience of it all. And the curiosity and the wonderment and the, you know, like, wow, what is this place? All right. Anyway, you guys, don't let me get off on a tangent here. So what is this? Oh, Temperance and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So there's this energy of, I have spent too much time in this energy, King of Swords, Queen of Swords, of trying to protect myself. You know, the Queen of Swords is in reverse, is an energy that's really kind of out of whack. It's like I can mentally justify anything that I want. I can sort of, I don't even have to live in this reality. I can create my own reality. You know, and with Temperance in reverse, it's like it's not grounded, it's not centered, it's not balanced with anything real or with anything of value or anything of strength or of healing or of, you know, any kind of resonation that we hope to be a part of in life, right? It's this energy of like, I spent too much time in my head mentally justifying where I was instead of learning how to open up, learning how to trust my discernment and trust my own ability to navigate the space. Instead, I tried to just sort of take myself out of the game altogether. With the Tower here, with the crown, the King of Wands energy, and the Queen of Swords upright, and the Six of Wands, this is this energy of having a breakthrough, of instead of just sort of trying to protect myself from everything that could possibly hurt me, because I've been through the sword cycle and I definitely don't want to go through it again. Let me remember and remind myself that I have been through the sword cycle. I have that experience. I have that knowledge. I have that wisdom. And that instead of being bitter and letting it prevent me from getting in the arena or being a part of something that I want to be a part of and having the experiences I want to have in this world and in this life, and prevent me from actually going after what I want with the King of Wands, let me realize that all of those experiences have taught me something. All of those experiences have left me with a gift. And what that gift amounts to is the gift of discernment. Trusting myself, having confidence and faith in myself and my own ability to spot something that I have lived through, that I know causes suffering, right? Deception, backstabbing, heartbreaking, all of these energies. It's like, oh, I can see that coming now because I have experienced it. Experience is a powerful, powerful teacher. And instead of just avoiding those experiences by taking myself out of the game and kind of almost creating a space of delusion that like, I don't need it, I don't want it, I'm going to kind of pass up on this go around of being a spiritual being, having a human experience because I don't want to suffer anymore. I don't want to go through that again. I'm going to live in la la land or delusional land where somehow it's better for me not to experience anything good or bad and just sort of take myself out of the game and kind of become a bitter judge of other people who are playing the game and tell myself, oh, you're so much smarter because you're just not participating. Like you really figured it out. You see what I'm saying? It's like, instead of that, I'm going to go with, I am smarter now. I'm better because I've been through those things and I now have discernment and I can have success and victory going after what I want. And I can have confidence that I can have success and victory going after what I want because I have discernment, because I can recognize the thing before it happens because I've experienced it. I've lived through it. I now know what it looks like. Right? Okay. So then we have the Queen of Cups with this Devil in reverse energy, clarified by the Five of Cups in reverse, the Keeper of Pentacles, which is the King of Pentacles, the Champion of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, and the Crown of Pentacles. I'm sorry, the Keeper of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles, the Champion of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, and the Crown of Pentacles, which is the King of Pentacles. Sorry, I knew it was there. I just got it kind of backwards. And then we have the Crown of Cups here, okay? Which is the King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. This is telling me that I'm freeing myself from this stuckness. I'm freeing myself from this attitude or this mentality that was not serving me, that was actually keeping me out of the flow of life, that was actually keeping me from realizing and seeing my own potential and my own sort of unique qualifications and my own sort of strengths in this situation. I'm freeing myself from it in order to unconditionally love. Now, let me point out, you have the Queen and King of Pentacles and you have the Queen and King of Cups. You also have the Queen and King of Swords in reverse. So this is definitely something very divine. This is definitely a deep soul partnership here, okay? And it may even be one where our partnerships reflect back to us sometimes our own growth and sometimes our own weakness. And so this could be a partnership that had come together where what was exposed was our own weaknesses, our own ways in which both of us were allowing the past to dictate the present and the future. And now we're having an opportunity to come back together, and our growth is what is being reflected back. Our own freeing ourselves from the stuckness, our own butterfly transformation energy in our way of thinking and our perspective of this didn't happen to me, it happened for me, and it has strengthened me. So now I'm uniquely qualified to experience exactly what I want to experience, which is emotional contentment with another person. And I'm no longer afraid of suffering because I know that I have the strength to follow my heart, and that it's more important to me to follow my heart and understand that every experience is happening for me than to have the regret of not going for it. Because if someone else lets you down, that's a reflection of them. If you let yourself down, that's a reflection of you, right? So with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups here, and the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, there's this energy of, unconditional love and emotional stability and strength, to where both people can process their own emotions, and both people are strong enough to step into the arena and see what can come of the situation. So this can be for some of you with a past person, and for others of you, this is a new person that has been through their own cycle similar to yours, but their own, that are emerging into your space. Someone who is ready and capable of divine love. This is a story of two people who have spent the time to step into their own power. All right, so Pisces, let me get you some messages. Wow. If you are dealing with a water sign, you're getting, I want you so badly, I am recovering, you are the best thing in my life. We both know I'm not the one for you. I can't get enough of you. I know you don't feel the same. Passion, try something you've never done before. I trusted you and I feel so drawn to you. I feel like in there is a combination of possibly what this person has said to you in the past versus what they want to come and say to you. Always take what resonates and leave the rest, and don't hang your hat on anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right. There's a lot of crazy energy out there, just like free radicals. And a lot of people commenting some stuff that is just crazy. I mean, and I'm like, no judgment or anything, but like someone literally commented the other day, please stop saying, it's a distraction. I do say a lot. You have to bring your mental awareness to, in order to stop it while you're reading. Let me tell you what would happen if I brought my mental awareness to, and just trying not to say, the reading would have like no meaning, because the entire purpose of the reading would be for me to train myself to not say and while it's distracting for some people, just don't listen to me. Go find a different reader. I'm not gonna sit here and put out work I'm not proud of, that's not intuitively led and coming from a space that I have worked really hard to cultivate, just because you don't want to hear me say like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. All right, if we're dealing with a fire sign, we have chemistry. The attraction you feel is mutual. Retreat, time alone or in nature will help you recharge. I want you back. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. Lesson. This person is in your life to teach you a special lesson. Sorry, a spiritual lesson. Unavailable. This person is unable to give you all you deserve. Keep in mind that any of these energies can be something that was true, that, just take it as it resonates and listen to your own intuition, right? All right, if you're dealing with an earth sign, you're getting vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. Wait, the timing is not quite right. I can't do this. protected. You are safe and divinely guided. Twin flame. This is a divine counterpart connection. And I love you unconditionally. All right. If you're dealing with an air sign, we need to let each other go. I don't react when people mention you. You and I were too young. I don't know how to feel. Different pages. You and this person don't share the same vision. I don't want to know. Obstacles, unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. All right, Pisces, this is what I have for you. I hope it helps. I hope it resonates. If it does, let me know. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I really love to hear from you guys. Until next time, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye, guys.